Hi there, it's Jip from Salvo's here again. So this morning I was talking to my friend Nigel Slee, who is a jazz booker in Leeds. We were just talking about how hard it is for musicians these days. All the live work has dried up in these hard times of coronavirus, and we were just talking, that's the only time I'm going to mention that, by the way. How they're a bit short of cash and how to eat healthily. So basically, I'm doing a quick one today, and this is, we're going to do some pasta with bacon, egg, onions and peas. And this is down to cooking an onion for a long time, so I've actually got this on already. If I come round here, cameraman. Have a little look in there. Usual, you know, I'm not frightened of oil. Oil is part of the condiment. So this has been cooking for 20 minutes. The onions have got to be cooked really slowly till all the natural sweetness comes out. They've got to be very soft. You don't want like bits of hard onions in your pasta. If you find they're cooking a bit too much, you just put a little bit of water in, and then stew for a little while, and when the water's evaporated, they'll go back to gently sauteing. After 20 minutes of this, we're going to put the bacon in. So, it can be pancetta, it can be bacon, it can be chopped ham, it can be spam, luncheon meat, anything you've got. It can even be a couple of sausages. So now we've got that on the go. So the bacon, you can put it in a little bit earlier. It doesn't matter that it cooks for a long, long time and it renders the fat out of it, makes it a lot tastier. I put it in at the end just to show you, so I didn't have everything ready. So I'm going to put the pasta in there. As usual, I've measured this out, 100 grams per person. It's easy to cook more pasta than you need. It's a cheap ingredient. Salt. But I counsel against that. Pasta's delicious, you end up going back for more, you don't need it. Say to yourself, I'm just going to eat 100 grams. Don't forget, if you've got some meat sauce, I'll be making one of them at a later date, or you've got veg in. It's not just 100 grams there, there's at least 150 grams of other stuff. So, you know, don't be too greedy with the pasta. Pasta's really good for you if you just eat the right amount. Onions and bacon here. So while that's cooking away, I'm going to whisk the eggs up. I'll find my eggs, there we go, I'm staying around here. So it's for two of us. You could have an egg each, or I'm going to put 3 eggs between two of us. We'll give it a quick whisk. Just turn that down. Pasta. So eggs. I'm putting a little bit of water in the eggs, cold water. Because when we put this in, we don't want scrambled eggs in our dish. So by putting water in, there we go. Peas out of the freezer, right in there. Good. Check these babies out. So you don't have to be a musician to eat this, but it's something, you've probably got an onion, a bit of bacon in the fridge, some pasta. I've used this short pasta. And now, the pasta's still not quite ready, but I am going to finish the cooking process. There we go, I'm finishing the cooking process actually in the pan. So there's another couple of minutes to go here, easy. Now, one thing this craves is black pepper. So, I'll bring my wine with me. Check. Still a bit hard. Always take your pasta off well al dente, so then you're not rushing around. I'm waiting for that rather than running around trying to get it all done before it overcooks. It's nothing more disappointing than overcooked pasta. So as per usual, I shall put in a ladle of the cooking water in there. We're finishing the cooking off actually in with the peas and the onions. And what we're doing again, that bit of oil is emulsifying with the water. Cameraman, can you make it smell? Can you smell? Can you smell anything there? It smells marvellous. Okay, now it's time for the pepper. I like to leave it a little bit till near the end so there's a bit of fragrance coming up while you're eating it. And you've got the pepper fragrance, which is kind of nice. Now it's important that you cook those onions for 20 minutes. They need to be soft. They're actually almost the sauce in itself. There we go. Now when you talk about doing a carbonara, it's pretty much the same thing. The carbonara, you might just throw some diced pancetta or guanciale or ham or whatever, and then the eggs. Fancy pants restaurants, of course, like we make it rich with egg yolk. But you're at home, don't be throwing any egg whites or anything away. Don't be enriching it with an extra yolk. Throw the full bag of nails in. Right, now we've got them here. Ooh. Yeah, I think we're ready. I'm going to put an extra little bit more salt in. Don't forget, taste all time. If it needs a bit of salt, get in there. Right. There. You see that? It's nice and loose. That's what your pasta water's there for. So, we're going to put the eggs in. I'm just going to wait a second. So this is the ideal time to replenish your glass. The time it takes to just have a little taste. Nice little whisk of egg. I'm going to pour that in. Yeah, I think 2 eggs would have been plenty. Right. Keep that moving. Keep that moving. Well, I've taken it off the heat. The heat is no longer on. You don't want scrambled eggs here. And then I've got some cheese. You know, I've got Parmesan. If you've got cheddar, that cheddar works fantastic. There we go. Right, let's get a couple of plates, dishes. Over here we go. An extra bit of pepper on. If you want to put some Parmesan cheese on top, feel free. If you ain't got any, feel free. Buon appetito.